Hey guys, it's Nathan from Tattooing 101, and I'm here today with Jorryn and Bennett. She's been through our Artist Accelerator program. Yeah, we just brought her on today to kind of share what her experience was like with that and just kind of go from there. So thanks for coming on, Jorryn. I really appreciate your time.
Yes, thank you for having me.
No problems. I'd love to sort of hear, what kind of challenges or, struggles were you having getting into the tattooing industry before you found Tattooing 101?
Yeah, so definitely it was just like the massive amount of information that's out there. And it's hard to know what's false information, what's correct information, and just with there being so much, where to even begin. So when I found Tattooing 101, it's a very structured system that's able to start you from the very basics and then you begin to build off of those, which was extremely useful for me. And that way you also know it's all correct information that you're learning and you're not digging yourself a hole backwards.
Cool, cool. So that is kind of one of the hardest things about tattooing. There's so much information out there. There used to be like none, and now there's like almost too much. It's difficult to know, who to learn from. But in saying that though, once you now that you've kind of gone through the Artist Accelerator program, would you mind talking about so the experience, how the what the instructors were like, the live feedback and the live calls that we do in the Facebook group and all that stuff.
Yeah, so my experience was great with it. I had just gone out of the military, so I was actually able to dedicate most of my time to just learning it. So I learned decently quickly, and I'm a hands-on person. So at first, I was a little skeptical about the whole, it being online and everything. But to my surprise, with everything that you learn, there's assignments and homeworks and all of that. So I was able to take all that information that I learned and put it into my work, which definitely helped with the learning. That way, you're not just sitting there watching a video and then moving on. You actually take it and implement it into your own stuff. And then just the Facebook community is great. It's any difficulty that you ever have, you can go right there. You have, your prior students that are learning alongside you, and your coaches. And, they're there to encourage you, motivate you, and just answer any sort of questions that you have, which is hard a lot of times with the internet. You can't necessarily pinpoint that exact thing that you're having
Mm.
difficulties with a video on YouTube. And so the group, you're able to take a picture or a video, or just reach out to the coaches individually and get help that way.
Cool, cool. Yeah, it definitely helps when you're able to get that feedback. The rate of progression we found is definitely way faster.
Oh
But
yeah.
so after going through the program, what results have you been able to achieve, or like what have you been able to do after completing Tattooing 101, the Artist Accelerator program?
I'm actually in a shop now, which I did have the opportunity. Like, I hadn't offered to be in a shop prior to the course, but my mentor, which is the shop owner, just he was way too busy with his own clients and stuff. It wasn't your typical apprenticeship. So he wanted me to have the knowledge and the basics, the fundamentals, all that kind of stuff prior to me actually getting into the shop. And so before I was going to YouTube and searching things, and it was just I ended up getting more confused than before I even looked for something. So it was pretty discouraging that way. But the course gave me exactly what I needed, and that was the basic fundamentals, the knowledge to start building on my own, and give me that confidence to get into the shop. And he was actually quite surprised with the knowledge that I had come back within. It was only a month and a half, 2 months, and he was very shocked at what I had known. So it kind of gave me that independence in the shop. I didn't need to rely on him for everything and to teach me everything. And I started getting clients almost like immediately once I got in there. I was tattooing.
Cool, cool. How busy are you now that you're working to a shop? Are you tattooing like on most days, or just every now and then, or how's it going?
It's good. Right now, I'm still like wanting to learn a lot. So I go into the shop a lot just to watch him. But I've had quite a bit of clients. A lot of them is just from like having my Instagram account. And that way I've actually got my own clients. So I'm not relying on the shop to bring in my clients. But there's also clients that come in occasionally with like walk-ins and stuff like that. So the designing aspect of I've had big pieces that people have been wanting. So that keeps me really busy with designing and all of that.
Nice. How long did it take you to get to where you are now? Like once you started learning from Tattoo 101, how long did it take you to learn like how to tattoo?
I have only been at it for about 3 months now, so not long at all.
Cool. Well, I guess to wrap things up, if someone was maybe sitting on the fence or thinking about joining Tattooing 101, but they weren't quite sure, what would you say to them?
I guess it would depend on the person that's on the fence. For any of those people out there that are worried about time, the people who are working full-time jobs or the moms who are taking care of kids, this would definitely be the course for you, just because you're able to take it at your own pace. Whenever you have the time to sit down and learn, you can, and you can stop whenever you need to, pick it back up. There's no rush to get it completed as there would be if you were in an apprenticeship right away. So that's great. And then just for anyone who's just serious about it, you're not going to find a community like you do through this course, and the coaches that you can go to at any time, and all the students, the encouragement from it. So it's definitely something you just need to think of as an investment into your future. And I would definitely say to take the leap for this course.
Awesome. Thanks, Jorryn. I really appreciate your kind words. So yeah, if you are thinking about joining the Artist Accelerator program and you want to get in on it, there will be a link at the bottom of this page. You just scroll down and I will see you inside of the group.